All right, here we go. We got the car jacked up, and what I did, jacked it up from the center. Let's look up under here. And you can see I put the jack right there, jacked it up. Then I got both my jack stands up under there. Again, very important, have your jack stands up under there. All right, next thing we're gonna do, guys and girls, is a good way of, if you have to keep adding fluid, that means your brakes are getting lower and lower, or you got a leak somewhere. Well, this is a 2010, 2011 one of them. So first thing we're gonna do is take off the cap. So while we're pushing those pistons back, it won't mess up the master cylinder. I have heard of horrifying jobs, nightmares, where people didn't take that cap off and it messes up the seals. Or a lot of some master cylinders have, instead of the O-rings to seal them, they have like flap seals. And so if you push that thing the wrong way, gonna mess that master up. Then the car got no brakes just from doing brakes. So always take the cap off. The next thing we're gonna do, we got 19 millimeter or 19 millimeter or 3/4 inch lugs, and I got my nice earthquake here. And let's make sure that it is. I got a 19 millimeter deep, and there it is. All right, so let me get the camera set up. And I'm gonna show you two ways of doing brakes, just in case you don't have a C-clamp. I'm gonna show you the other way. Other way is much, much quicker, but I'm gonna show you both ways. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, first thing to do, let's get this tire off of here. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do to make this easier for us, I'm gonna turn our wheel all the way to the left so we can have easy access to that caliper. All right, so let's set you up right here. Let's turn it to the left, be right back. All right, here we go. Now this is the first way of doing this. Here's your caliper right here. And the first good way, easy way, I like my favorite, take a flat screwdriver, and what you wanna do is, you wanna wedge the screwdriver between the rotor and the brake pad. You see the brake pad right there. You see it right there. And you get it wedged in there and you slowly push that piston back. Just like that. Okay, and you keep on going till that screwdriver can't go no more. You want to make sure you have a big screwdriver. I got a little one. And I just broke that, but it's okay. There we go. There we go right there. Alright, now it's all the way back. The next thing we're going to do is remove the bottom bolt on the caliper. It looks like about a 14 millimeter. Alright, yes it is, a 14 millimeter. Get our air ratchet. And you notice I got a piece of cardboard down here because you know if the customer's got a nice clean driveway, you don't want to get all that brake dust and everything down there. So you just keep it nice and clean. Alright, let's get this bolt off of here. Alright, done. Take the bolt out, swing your caliper up, just like that. And you want to make sure, what you want to do is now make sure, see those sliders? You want to make sure both of them are sliding, which is good. Alright, now we see we got these little separator clips. Make sure you put these back because what they do is keep the brake pads, you see how that spread it apart. It keeps them apart. Keeps the brake pads away from the rotor. Because if not, they get stuck in there. This thing is going to overheat, cause some serious issues. So we pop those little springs out, pop our brake pads out each side. Now let me put this one back in here. What I want to do is show you over this side. You see how they set inside those grooves right there, and that's all I do. I'll pop them out just like that. All right. So far, it's pretty easy, right? So we'll get our new brake pads. Be right back. Guys, you ain't good. I just did a video on AutoZone and the wrong parts and all that. And here we go. Customer got AutoZone parts. And they always throw that grease pack in there and charge you for it. You gotta be careful with that, right? Be careful with that because they throw it in there and they charge you for it. Look on the receipt and it's there, right? Look at this. How big the other ones is. So we got the wrong brakes. Customer got the wrong brakes, so now we don't know what to do because I got the car jacked up already. Customer got no way of getting no brakes. This car is over here. There's no way of getting out of here, I don't think. This is bad. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys and girls, we let the customer know. So the customer is gonna let us get the brakes. So we call Fisher Auto Parts. They're gonna bring down the brake pads for this. And in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna relax and I'm gonna set up for the next video because we're doing, this is 2 videos. One, we gotta do the front brakes and we gotta do the back brakes. So I'm gonna set up and I'm gonna do the back brakes on another video. And then we're gonna come back to that and then I'm gonna edit and put it together and you won't know the difference. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys and girls, we got our new brake pads. The next thing we're going to do is, I don't know, I mean, where my junk at here? Where my junk at? Dang it, man. Can't find nothing around here. Alright, let's switch you over to this side. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do is, like I said, this little tip comes from Mechanic 007. I'm gonna put some little grease right here, and instead of using your fingers, the mechanic said use a Q-tip. So I wouldn't bought a pack of a big box of Q-tips. I'm gonna show you in a minute. All right, and what you do here is, let's make sure we get you down there. What you wanna do is take your brake lubricant, put a little bit on the Q-tip. And we'll put it right there just like that. On the top, on the bottom, and on the top, not on the rotor. That helps the brake pads slide a lot better. It won't get jammed up in there. Alright, now, let's get our new brake pads. These are some cheap brake pads. You think it came off? You want to make sure your new brake pads come with these shims on it. You ain't all about that one. We're going to get the ones we got come with it. Alright, so this is our outboard, and our inboard has a wear sensor on it. So we're gonna look for the brake pad with nothing on it. All right, let me get them. Okay, here we are. Brake pad. So we're just gonna put that into there. And make sure your brake pad faces towards the rotor. Just like that. Okay? Now we're going to reach behind here. Oh, we took out the other one already. But what we're going to do here is get us some grease. Same thing, prior to the top and prior to the bottom. Not on the rotor. Okay, here's our old brake pad. So we get a new one, same side is on, and we're gonna put that right inside there. I'm gonna make sure that it's in there. Okay, just like that. Bring our caliper down, and you gotta hold this little bar right here, little slider, hold that in, bring that in just like that. Now you notice, back this back up, The new brake pads don't come with them little holes in it, which I don't like. They should. I do not like that. I don't like the fact that they don't come with it. Move some paint around, make sure. You see those retainers right here, keep those spread apart. I love these things. So I don't like the fact that they don't. So put that back in there like that. 14 millimeter. Let's bolt that up. Okay, we're done. Let's put our tire on and get to the other side. Right back. All right, guys and girls, this side I'm gonna show you a different way how to doing it. Now, the beginning is the same. Let's take off our 14 millimeter bolt on the bottom. 14 millimeter shallow 3/8 drive. All right, flip our caliper up. And it's like it's meant for that. It stays right into place. Now, let's get you a good look at this. And remember, the cap to our master cylinder is still off. So, now next thing you want to do, you want to take these clips out of here. And what you want to do is take one of your old brake pads and slide them out of here. See how they slide? Pop right out, just like that. Alright, let's go back up to the caliper. And what you're going to do is take one and put it just like that. Take your C-clamp, and then you want to open your C-clamp up. Okay. I'm going to try to get it as center in the piston as possible. Right about there. Alright, and then you want to slowly tighten this up, and you're going to watch that piston go back. Alright, ready? Watch this. Shouldn't take much effort at all. Just take your time. Don't go fast, because if you push too fast, brake fluid will squirt out of the master cylinder. So just take your time and bring it in until it stops. Squeeze in all the way stops. Loosen your C-clamp up. Take it out. Done. The next thing you want to do, your outboard. Go to your outboard. That's right. Let's get our brake lubricant on a Q-tip. The clean side. And you notice I'm just at the edges and not towards the rotor. Because once I squeeze the brake pad in there, it'll get it up in there. All right. There you go. Let's go get our new brake pad. Alright, got a new brake pad. This is the outboard. The inboard is going to have that wear sensor. I'm kind of disappointed at these. These are brake pads we got from Fisher, and I'm kind of disappointed. You guys know I rant and rave about Fisher all the time, and I'm just disappointed, man. Because, you know, you see these brake pads, and you see the old ones, and the old ones have them little holes in it for them springs. Them springs got to keep them brake pads. It helps keep those brake pads away from the rotor. Right, and you notice they don't have them, and so I'm kind of disappointed in Fisher on that. I really am, because I expected better. Alright, we're going to put that in there like that. We're going to pop the other one out. Alright, we'll swing around to this side. Get our Q-tip with some grease. Put that in there. Now remember, if you don't grease this up, it's a very good chance these brake pads go in there because of the rust and all, and the brake dust, they get stuck. Then your brakes start overheating. Again, that's why I like about those clips, because those clips keep them apart. So if you're doing this job and you're seeing this, watching this video, if you didn't go get your brakes yet, please do me a favor, look at them and make sure that they have those little holes in them. Alright, let's put this brake pad into there and we're done. Bring our caliper down slowly. Oh yeah, I did tell you to make sure these sliders are moving like that. Alright, so we bring it down, put it in there. There's a bolt, 14 millimeter. Tightened up. Alright, I'm going to straighten this tire up and put this tire back, straighten the wheel up, get the tire back on, and we'll be right back. Alright, guys and girls, we ain't done yet. Let's put our cap on. And what you want to do is pump the brake pedal up. Push those, get those pistons back out there. Because when you first step on the brakes, that brake pedal going to go down and you're going to run into somebody. Watch. See how far that goes down? Yeah, so we're going to pump that up. Then, see that? Stops right there. Nice. Alright, let's let this down. Brakes are done.